Now we have seen a lot about time complexity. If you want to write an efficient program that has to keep track of two things, first one is time and second one is space or memory. As we have discussed the time complexity, even for memory we are having space complexity as well. It is calculated almost in a similar way as time complexity does, and we will see a few examples on this.
Let's try to understand space complexity. Space complexity can be calculated similar to time complexity, but this actually deals with the space that has been required or used by the program other than input. If you consider a function and if you are using two integers in it, then the space complexity of this function can be written with order of 2, which can be equivalent to order of 1, as we know that any constant can be reduced to order of 1. Or if it is using an array of size n, then the space complexity will become order of n. This is the space that has been used by the program other than input. If you are trying to copy an array a of n to an array b of n, a of n is actually the input that has been provided, but b of n is the extra array that you need to create the memory for. So the space complexity in this example will be order of n. And if you are copying it in two arrays, let's say in C of n, then the space complexity will be equivalent to order of 2n. In the case of recursion, space complexity is equivalent to size of stack. If you have taken a function call, let's say a of 8, and if it has pushed log n stack frames, then the space complexity for this function can be written as order of log n. Or if it has pushed n activation records or stack frames, then the space complexity can be termed as order of n. In this way, you can calculate the space complexity, but you need to remember only one thing: while calculating the space complexity, you should not take input into consideration. It is the space that has been used by our program other than the space that has been allocated to the input.
We have seen a lot about complexity today, and before bidding you goodbye, think about the header files. If someone asks you, what do you know about C programming or C++, I remember the days where they have, or even I have replied with #include stdio.h, #include iostream.h. Those were the days, and we are going to talk about that header files in our next class. Stay tuned to find out.